So I kind of got a whole lot of this stuff with the Moore quest line wrong. I misunderstood how it works. And I'm no longer worried about accidentally breaking the spell. I had stayed on top of everything enough to have myself covered already, so I never needed to worry about it. And also, although I was nervous and knew that the line had to be a little further away, and that it was safe to come over here and talk to this forager brood, I didn't know precisely where it was, which was why I spent so long trying to get up on the roof so I could see it. And as you can see, it's right there. Not hard to see at all, if you're close enough. I could have saved a lot of wasted time if I had just looked it up in the first place. I don't think this will work. I'm going to give it a try. Might as well at least quit out and then reload and see if it worked. Worst case scenario, I'll have to use a warming stone instead. Okay, it would appear I'll have to use a warming stone. I guess they were right. Huh. Okay, why that would work when the spell doesn't, I have no idea. Alright, I have to reload the area now. I already had that Brood's cookbook as it turned out. I also went through the list to figure out why my numbers seemed so odd and didn't quite match up. There are 7 books, which I figured there had to be. And the 7th one is a special reward for getting that one, which I did previously get in another playthrough. So the only one I'm currently missing is 6. I was missing one, but it happens to be right in the middle of the area I was exploring at the time, so before I started recording I grabbed it. It only took a few seconds. So now the only one I'm missing is 6, and that cannot be obtained until after I go to Shadowkeep. So there is no avoiding the fact that the curse, yeah, that's the right word, the curse, Michaela's curse is going to be broken. But as far as I know, that should be fine. I've already moved everybody's quest line to the appropriate place so that none of the steps have been missed. Wait, why can't I see? Okay, there's Hornsent.
Go to the misshapen tree in that forsaken place.
We are all utterly captivated by kindly It is what by
So that should cover it. I don't necessarily need to do the Shadow Fort now, though. If I wanted to wander off and... I don't think I can talk to this guy. I think if you get up here to the Manus Meteor, sorry, you definitely break the curse. So the 2 things that I would do if I were going to do something else would be making my way to the manse over here, which I believe requires coming out over here. Oh, never mind. Okay, forget Midger's Manse. I would have to get there through Shadowkeep unless I've forgotten how to get there, which I may have. So all that's left then... would be, yeah, Bonnie Village. Okay, never mind. Off to Shadowkeep I go. The reason I don't want to bother doing the underground part in the south tip of the map is because that's part of a quest later, so I might as well leave it for when I'm actually doing the quest. If I go there now, the necessary NPCs won't be in the right place to progress the quest. Let me look how close I'm getting. Okay, so considering that the guy was there, I would expect the line to be right about where all of these little huts dudes start. Well, it still hasn't broken. Wow. Okay, I had more room to work with than I thought. Oh god, there's no way. I can get this close? Are you kidding me? This thing goes off so early in every other direction. Like, it goes off so much further south if you're going the Bonnie Village route. Towards the other side. There it goes. Yeah, it's ridiculous that you can get this close to it before. That's ridiculous. Let me just look for a second. Okay, it breaks right about here. Or maybe even over here. So this is how far south it breaks if you go this way. There was no way I would have ever expected I could have got that far north up this path. Pretty sure that's the... Oh, hey, I can see him. Wow, you can see him right there. Cool. All right, we can't do any of that yet. So the one piece of advice I've only ever seen in one place, but it's the most reliable thing I've got regarding the NPC interactions, which is my little reference sheet. And you know what? I'll give the guy a shout out. It's on Reddit, so I might as well. Stellar Wand wrote a Reddit thread that does a great job of breaking it all down in order. And he was the one who actually mentions not talking to Moore until you have all of the Forager Brood books. So I'm going to wait to talk to him until after I get the 6th.
Kindly Mikola has discarded his great rune. The fog that vexed my aging faculties has been lifted, and follies better left forgotten haunt me once again. Once, in an attempt to free Lord Moog from his enchantment, I challenged tender Mikola, only to have my own heart rather artfully stolen. I knew not how weak I was. I believed that with sufficient mastery, even an Empyrean would be within reach of my blade. I could not have been more mistaken. Mikola the Kind is a monster, pure and radiant. He wields love to shrive clean the hearts of men. There is nothing more terrifying.
A little 12-year-old blonde boy monster. Yep.
Righteous tarnished. Mikola the Kind makes my blood run cold. I am loath to admit it, but even at this very instant I wish to run very far away indeed. Righteous tarnished, I am...
Okay, so his dialogue has been sufficiently advanced. Presumably because I did tell him about the crosses, which I think was the key with him. I don't know what happens to him if you don't tell him about the crosses, but it does mess up his quest somehow. Okay, Hornsent isn't here anymore, just
Oh,
you.
there you are. Good. If you happen to see Lady Leda, tell her that I'm striking out on my own.
She'll
Don't
love
worry. I've no mind to cross any of you. The guidance of kind Mikola remains etched into my very flesh. It's only... there's something that I must know. Kindly Mikola spoke of the vow he once made with General Radahn, and it is here the vow shall be honored. I am a Redmane. I must know the nature of the vow. I'll be out on my own for some time. There's something I must know. There is no need for concern. I will be true to my word. Although I do feel a hint of regret. Lady Leda, Honorable Ansbach, and warriors like you are all of a special breed. How glorious it would have been had we met in battle as sworn enemies. I'll be out on my own, for there's something I must...
Okay. I have Leda's sword. So I think I must have sided with her in my most recent playthrough.
Oh, are you not affected? Even with the spell broken, I'm feeling rather lost. Haunted by memories of St. Trina. Her visage, her scent, the lure of velvety sleep. Would kindly Mikola chasten me for falling for St. Trina, while knowing that she was the discarded half? The problem is, I simply cannot help it. I would sacrifice everything just to gaze upon her one last time.
Do I have anything to sell? What the? Am I still... Oh, wow. How long have I had that equipped? That's embarrassing.
I'm feeling rather low, St. Trina.
Oh, I think I must have sold all my extraneous stuff off recently.
I'm feeling rather lost, St. Trina.
Okay, I think that counts as exhausting Theolia's dialogue. Quick check of the notes. So we've taken care of Theolia, Freya, and Ansbach, which just leaves Leda and Hornsent. Wait, she's going to ask me for a decision, so maybe I'll go talk to Hornsent first.
Intriguing. What remains there to be said? Do you presume us allies even now? Though Mikola's spell is newly broken, I must profess, the spell mattered little. Uphold his covenant, Mikola shall, and in godhood redeem our rueful clan. Then Marika and vilest Erdtree both will at last be from divinity wrenched. And surely, contented I will be. But first, clear resounds the call of vengeance. The Impaler, Mesmer, must pay his due. In vengeance for the flames, my blade I wield. How could I allow myself to forget? Revenge alone assures me peace of mind. Think not to hinder me upon my path, lest you too wish to face the reckoning. Think not to, lest you...
Okay, and I don't think I have to commit to any decision to her now. But at some point, I got to decide whose quests I'm going to side with, because there are basic conflicts. I have to choose between her and Hornsent, and then later between her and Ansbach. So, spoiler alert, I think between my 3 playthroughs, if I've done everything correctly, I did ultimately, despite a disastrous second playthrough and a not-so-great first one where I screwed up a lot of quests, I think on the 3rd one, I got far enough with everybody that I think I have completed all the characters' quests, although not in a single playthrough. As a result, I can pick whoever I want, which means I will side with Hornsent and then
Did you
Ansbach.
feel it? Mikola the Kind's enchantment appears to have broken. But while my devotion to kindly Mikola remains unchanged, by my troth I am not so sure about the others. No, wait. Perhaps this is a blessing in disguise. I can wield my sword to cull the undeserving, those unfit to bask in tender Mikola's presence. I should have thought of this earlier. Right. It's time to begin ferreting out those of us who don't deserve to be at kindly Mikola's side. Right. Those of us...
Oh god. I'm not going to make a suggestion. She won't go after Theolia regardless, and she will go after Hornsent regardless. So she can just take responsibility for her own choice. Before I go running off, maybe
Things
he
are
has
not to
something
hinder
to say.
lest you too.
Nope. Okay. Since I've broken the damn thing anyway, I'm actually going to go in the back way, not only because it's going to give me access. Oh wait, maybe I shouldn't take that risk. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do it. So we just need to pop over here. It's the lower store. Okay, just double checking the notes. I have to avoid the lower storeroom in Shadowkeep, so I believe I'm fine to go this way. I'm getting a little careful now, which I guess is wasting a lot of recording time while I think out loud about what I'm going to do. But Shadow of the Erdtree has some seriously complicated NPC quest lines that are so easily broken that I promise it takes an incredible amount of effort to keep track of it all and not to screw any of it up. These sound like the voices of, oh, I'm not so confident I get down this way. No, I don't think I get down this way at all. I hope I can get back up then. Okay, good. Must be a different spot. Any second now I could be ambushed by one of those lovely Xena warrior princess dudes with the chakrams, or whatever they call them in this game. There we go. I think this is the right way now. That would have been messier than it should have been. Oh, it's hard to decide. No, it isn't. This is shiny this way. And conveniently is the dead end. I thought there were more guys in here. I thought there were enemies. Like there are. There were the dogs. There's that guy. I'm not allowed to aim down, unfortunately, but with the auto-aim I might get lucky and hit him in the head. Oops. probably could have spent a little bit more time looking around to make sure I was doing this right. You know, one of the biggest reasons this bizarre Frankenstein setup where I'm using a Smith's Grip Dagger in the left hand and the Milady in the right hand is because Milady's single-handed weapon moveset is so darn amazing that it's basically as good as its two-handed moveset. Its two-handed moveset does do more poise damage, and I think it does do a little bit more damage, but it does not do higher DPS because it has fewer strikes. They do about the same DPS, so I can kill them an enemy just about as quickly both ways. If I want to poise break them, I want to use the heavies. But otherwise, the single-handed one is fine. It's such a strange weapon design when compared to other weapons. They approached it so differently. No jumping attack whatsoever. But that single-handed weapon stance kind of makes up for it. It really does. I'm not planning on thoroughly doing Bonnie Village at this time. As with a lot of the smaller dungeons during the base game playthrough, I'm just going to skip them for now and leave them for a batch. At the end, I will run around collecting all of the dungeons and little places I didn't quite do. Those guys are the main reason why. They're very tough and dangerous. And there are a lot of them. I think there are 4 or 5 of them wandering around. So right around here-ish, the rune ends up breaking, I believe. It might be on the next island, but you can't get very far along this path without it happening. I think it's about here it happens. You're fine, wolves. I don't kill wolves unless I have to. Too much like dogs. Funny part is, I killed dogs on sight. They're assholes. But the wolves, they're kind of like dogs, so I don't kill them. It makes sense if you've played the game enough. I didn't realize or I forgot he was there, so I'm just going to run away now. Oh, this is not a good hiding place. What the fuck? You can get me here. I don't want to be here. I need to move. You're gonna kill me. Okay, that didn't work at all. Are we sure that the other one isn't just like a big spider web on a stump? And it just kind of looks like a tree from certain angles? I don't know if that would explain anything. But it definitely looks kind of like a slightly wet spider web from down here. And these wolves are maybe going to end up having to be killed. No, never mind. They ignored me. Good for them. Good job, wolves. That was what you should have done. Alright, we're not here for any of this at this time. We're just moving on. Not going for the tower, not going for the treasure, none of that. We're here for a Forager Brood cookbook. I don't know why I'm going to bother doing this here, but I'm going to eventually end up doing it, so... Right, I went the wrong way. I don't know why I went towards the tower. I meant to go the other way. My sense of direction is quite bad. I've probably mentioned that several times across this playthrough. Oh, that's a candle or a lamp or something. I thought it was an ember. Oh, hi. Wow. They're like marching in unison. Now, to be honest, the text description of... Oh, wow, I'm still going the wrong way. The text description of how to find the 6th Forager Brood cookbook ain't the best. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to do a bit of finagling to figure out my way to it. I know where on the map it is. I just don't know how to get to the specific spot that it is, because it'll be above me when I arrive at the entrance over here. Oh, you bastards. Locking me out of my map. Huh. Well, forget the finagling. He turned out to be exactly where I would have expected him to be if I just rode there. Wow, that's so weird. Yeah, the text description is just kind of wrong then. Sort of suggested I was going to have to go around a different direction, not headed towards the entrance, but you can just go straight for the entrance and it'll be just on the left. Oh, they probably meant this curving path here. Actually, the path to the entrance doesn't appear to be where I thought it was. So maybe they were right, and I went the wrong way, which turned out to be the right way, coincidentally. Okay, no, I have to be able to get in there from here. So the entrance does have to be over here somewhere. That used to scare the shit out of me. It's a bird, in case you're wondering. Oh, it took me forever to figure it out, too, because I couldn't find anything on the internet about it. It's just a weird little bird that they stick at certain spots on the map, and they will respawn every time you use a rest or use a site of grace or whatever, and they just scream and fly away, and every time they do, they scare the crap out of me. Okay, that is not the way in, clearly. But how would I know this path is supposed to lead to it. So I'm very confused. That was not wise. I have a weird idea of how it might work. It might be because of the elevation change. I mean, you think about how... I mean, that guy's like a dragonfly for how accurately he predicted what I was going to do. Which is pretty crazy. Okay, here we go. Alright, well, I didn't need to come this way. I just wanted to, you know what? Actually, here, I'm just going to go in and grab the Site of Grace to save myself the headache of trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go later. Then I'm going to go back and talk to Moore, just to see if he does have something to say. I don't know if it's actually true that it makes a difference to wait to talk to him until after you have all 6 books, but it seems to be implied in the instructions that that's the case, so I'm going to give it a shot. One guy's already moved on. Led is still there, but Hornscent is gone. They're right at the bottom. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well-pickled turtleneck. And 7. Oh, where is the silly thing? Oh, here we go. Scorpion liver. Oh, wow. Okay, so pretty expensive. Because the scorpion livers are kind of important in other things too, and not exactly that easy to come by. There are scorpions, but they don't always drop them. Alright, I gotta talk to Moore and see what happens.
I don't feel it. It's broken. Kind Miquella's light is gone, but I stand tall. Together, we work. Together, for Miquella the Kind. I don't know what to do. Our mother abandoned her brood. She did not love us. We are her children. What should we do? Must we be sad forever?
So my plan is, for now, I'm going to say I don't know.
I don't know either. Till we meet again.
Yeah, I did not find that there was any difference. I'm not sure why it would have made any sense to wait to talk to him until I had all 6. Doesn't seem to be any... It's possible that the person who wrote it didn't realize they only needed the 4th one. So probably what they meant to say was don't talk to him until after you have grabbed the 4th one. Which you can technically only do before the... that's why I was so nervous, is because I knew you could only get the 4th cookbook before. But I already had it and didn't know it didn't make a difference anymore. Tiolier won't have gone anywhere yet. So I guess it's just back to Shadow Keep.